And in this case, it was spiritual and emotional exploitation.
Anthony Odiong will likely spend the rest of his life in prison, as a jury found him guilty on all felony counts of sexual assault, sentencing him to life in prison. The Catholic priest from Nigeria was convicted based on the sexual assaults of 2 Central Texas women, but more victims were introduced in the case, some who came to testify. Prosecutors say they still don't know how many more victims are out there.
I don't think we'll ever know exactly how many, if I'm being honest. I think there are people out there who we don't even know about who were victimized. His actions ranged anywhere from kissing someone during a confession, attempting to perpetrate on people, all the way to a sexual relationship that lasted for years and everything in between.
Jurors took 2 hours to convict Odiong and around an hour and a half to sentence him to life. One juror, Catherine Loasia, says the whole jury wanted to make sure he was off McLennan County streets.
Because of how many victims there was and the occurrence of how it kept happening over and over again, we were all on the same page with no probation.
Retired Waco PD Detective Bradley DeLange was the main detective on the case and was in court the whole week watching the trial. DeLange says the investigation began in 2023, and he worked nonstop to find victims who had been abused by Odiong in Waco and anywhere else.
But we did locate additional victims still with the data that we were able to farm and continue to look at, ultimately resulting in the presence of a child. And physically going to Louisiana, physically spending time with that child and the mother, DNA swabbing and testing those things. That was the first real big breakthrough, because for me, in those cases, a lot of times you're looking for DNA. You're looking for something more than just somebody's story, and that child is living, breathing DNA that sexual activity had occurred.
Odiong will soon be handed over to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to be placed in custody, but his defense attorneys say that he is going to appeal the conviction.
It'll be this week because we want to catch him before he does leave, and we'll be able to make some decisions, and hopefully he'll be able to make some decisions on that.
The Diocese of Austin said in a statement, as of Tuesday, Odiong is still a priest but cannot function as one. They add once all litigation is finished, the Catholic Church will begin their disciplinary actions.